Hi guys, I hope you have a splendid day, maybe a wonderful day, maybe a beautiful day. We've reached 1,000 freaking subscribers. That's totally amazing. I can't even describe it. It makes me so inspired to have you guys here. It makes me want to do more stuff. I have so much planned by you guys being here. Makes me just want to push that even more and do even more, and just from the bottom of my heart, big thank you. And I was thinking, like, what could I do to thank you guys? And then I thought about maybe I could teach you some Swedish. I haven't done that before, haven't I? So today I wanted to teach you a little bit about the 3 characters that we have in the Swedish language that doesn't exist in the English language. And those are å, ä, and ö. And for some people, these characters look weird, and you might not even know how to pronounce these. But I'm here today to show you that it isn't that hard or difficult to pronounce these letters at all. And we'll see how it goes, see if you learn anything. Hopefully, yes. So the first character is, as I said, å. Å is like an A with a ring on top of it. And the first word that contains å that I will present to you here today is the word våt. Våt. It's like I'm talking to kids right now, but våt means wet. An example phrase would be stolen är våt, and that means the chair is wet. But then you also have the different way of saying å, and that's a shorter version of that. And one word to describe that is vått. Vått also means wet, actually. There's no logic to this, but for example, havet är vått. It means the ocean is wet. I know that the Swedish language is kind of unlogical when it comes to these things, but I'm just trying to teach you how to say these characters, alright? I'm gonna give you a couple of more words that contains å. First word is håla. As you heard, it was a long å. Åla. And that means hole or small village. It's a slang for a small village, basically. So you could say, jag bor I en håla. I live in a hole or a small village. But then you have the short version of the å. If you add another L to håla, you get hålla. And that means to hold. Okay, great. So you have å or å. Good 2 letters. It's not that difficult once you get a hold of those. Moving on to the next character, which is ä. It's an A with 2 dots above it. And one way of saying it is the long way of saying it. Same with å. The first word is mäta. And that means to measure. An example sentence there is jag ska mäta rummet, which means I'm going to measure the room. If you add another T to mäta, it becomes Mätta. And that means full in plural. So in a sentence, I would say de är mätta. They are full of food, obviously. Another example of a long is räd, and that means raid, basically. Polisen gjorde en räd. The police did a raid, or performed a raid. If you add another D at the end there, it becomes rädd, and that means scared. Rädd, räd. You hear the difference? Gonna learn so much today. Moving on to the last and final character, which is ö. This is an O with 2 dots above it, and it's pronounced ö. An example word with the long ö is Möte, which means meeting. An example of that would be jag har ett möte. I have a meeting. If you add another T to that word, you get mötte. Mötte means met, like in the present. For example, jag mötte en vän. I met a friend. I'll give you a couple of other examples. Long ö, föl, which means full. So if we add another L at the end there, we get föll, which means fell. So an example sentence would be jag föll från berget. I fell from the mountain. Hopefully you didn't do that, by the way. Hopefully you learned something about the Swedish characters å, ä, och ö. Again, a big, massive thank you for being here and watching my videos and supporting what I do. And hopefully you get something out of it. I'm really happy that you're here. Until the next time I see you and your pretty face, have a really good day.